Ouais, salut tout le monde. Béjour, béjour. Ouais, exactement. Eh, tranquille aujourd'hui. Oh là, faut pas m'en demander trop aujourd'hui. C'est une journée qui a bizarrement commencé déjà. Attends, vu comment a commencé la journée, je vais quand même vérifier que mon micro soit en route. Ouais, c'est bon, il est en route. Bon, ça va? Bon, aujourd'hui, on commence le roi des elfes. Ça va. Je suis fatigué et j'ai pas une journée fun. Parce que demain on fait un truc pour l'anniversaire d'Aurore et la maison est en bordel et évidemment à qui revient euh, à qui revient le privilège de nettoyer tout ce bordel. Donc ouais. Donc ça sera du 11h30 aujourd'hui. Je vais quand même essayer d'avancer le plus possible, parce qu'il est déjà 10h du coup avec ces courses là. Je vais avancer sur le visage de notre roi des elfes quand même. Roi des elfes joué par Coursia. Élément. Demgo. Bonjour, bonjour. Et bienvenue à toi. Comment va? Ça va, ça va. Ouais, c'est une journée intéressante. Moi ça va pas du tout, mais bon, c'est bientôt le week-end. Ouais, c'est ça. Ouais, ça a démarré avec à table au petit-déj, encore la tête dans le cul, que Aaron revient tout juste parti à son bus pour me dire que le bus vient de lui passer devant. Le bus s'est passé 5 minutes plus tôt qu'il est censé passer. Donc vas-y, que je m'habille pour l'emmener à l'école. Donc ça fout un peu tout l'organisation de la matinée en l'air, mais bon, c'est pas grave, pas le choix. Ils sont cons ces chauffeurs de bus, je te jure. Ah oui, c'est sûr que le stress n'aide pas. Déjà que la fatigue tout court, c'est crevant, donc quand tu rajoutes du stress en plus, c'est pas l'idéal. Bon, alors. Ça tombe bien, j'avais envie d'un roi des elfes qui se la pète un peu, un peu comme le père de Legolas, tu vois. Et je voyais que Coursier a bien cerné ce que je voulais faire. Hey Carole! Lurking while I'm work, you're drawing always amazed, look. Thank you for coming. Have a good lurk. Carole, thank you for lurking here. No, I'm not gonna spoil your song. This morning I'm working on the King of the Elves for my collection. Thank you. But you're great as well, you know. But thank you, I take that. Non, j'ai pas allumé mon feu, non. Non, non, j'ai fait mes courses vite fait et je suis arrivé et j'ai mis le stream en route. J'allumerai tout à l'heure. Ok, donc, coreuil de feuilles mais en or, tout ça c'est en or. Peut-être remonter un peu, sinon on voit pas ce que je dessine. Le dos, ça va. J'ai toujours mal. Là, je peux toujours pas rester dans mon pied trop longtemps, mais sinon ça va. Parce que je fais pas d'efforts en termes de travaux non plus. Je sais que là, j'ai préparé un truc pour Aurore, une bricole, mais rien que voilà, passer du temps à poncer, etc., forcer un petit peu, tu sens bien que c'est pas parti le truc. C'est juste. Là, c'est tranquille parce que ben, je l'utilise pas, hein. Donc tant que je suis tranquille, ça va. Donc ça va être, je pense, en cuir ou en or, je sais pas, j'ai pas trop non plus, enfin, je sais pas la quantité d'or que je lui mets sur le dos en fait. C'est possible que ça soit en or aussi, remarque. C'est le roi après tout. Oh, pardon. Oui, bah oui. C'est ce que je me dis. Ouais, c'est un peu léger quand même, hein. Merci. C'est un peu léger et un peu flou aussi ce que je vous montre là. Peut-être refaire le coin. Là. On va faire autre chose, hein, parce que là c'est un petit peu léger. Ce qui se passe ici. C'est un Gandalf. Ouais. C'est ça. Toi, t'as regardé les anneaux de pouvoir. Un grand elfe. Ok, ensuite le fond, ça va être des arbres un peu en colonne. Ok. Salut Aldwarone. C'est même pas que j'ai changé de gant, c'est que j'ai oublié de le mettre. Mais oui, là j'ai mis les petites mitaines ce matin. Bien, on va pouvoir y passer tout ça. Ok, les ouf. On va y aller un petit peu plus sérieusement sur ce visage. Comment ils vont les parents aujourd'hui? Ah, merde. C'est pas bon ça. C'est la chimio, bah oui. C'est ça qui est chiant, parce que la chimio... la chimio fait son boulot de chimio, mais ça déglingue tout le reste, quoi. need to put ASMR. Ouais, non mais that's what everybody say, but from time to time I have my big booming voice that come in there and that break the spirit of the whole thing. Ok, alors. But somehow, yeah. It's just the way I like to work. Oh, that's good. Happy to know that we're working together. Pas sûr de pouvoir rester jusqu'à 11h30 car j'ai séjour to be. Ah ok, d'accord. Explain to me your technique or your process to your build up a layer of pen using like really light pressure on. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, it's an hatching, a cross hatching technique, and you put very little pressure on your pen, and so after the force hatching, the lines are starting to blend together, to blend. At least it's your eyes is doing the job. Physically, the lines are still separate, but it's like pixels, you know. Your eye is doing the trick, so it looks like it's mixed together. So it's all about controlling the pressure of your pen and knowing what color to put in there so you can have the effect you want. Because as they don't really blend together, physically, you need to know. If I want to have a gray, for example, and I don't have any gray ballpoint pen, light black won't be enough to do a nice gray. So you have to put like light blue and pink or brown, depending what type of gray you want. but it's never from, from one pen. It's always a mixture of a lot of different color, like the skin color. It's a process. Well, you can't rush, because if you rush, you're gonna put too much pressure on your pen, and the stroke are gonna be visible, and so yeah, you need to go bit by bit, starting to feel the colors and knowing what to add. It's light from, it's light to dark, like color pencil. Yeah, I mean, people that starting to draw with ballpoint pen tend to say that it's very meditative. It's almost like doing a mandala or something. For me, it's just become the medium I'm using all the time, so don't really think about it. But for some people, it's like magic happening in front of their eyes. It's just like, I see the dude using the pen, and I don't really understand what's going on when he's using it. But what I see is that the face is becoming more and more real. Like photoreal sometimes. I just finished a portrait of my parents, and it's like the photo. But as the face is bigger, it's easier to put more detail in there, skin texture and stuff. Yeah, that's for sure. How do you get into ballpoint pen art? I always doodle with ballpoint pen since I was in school and never left them. It's just that bit by bit I realized, I can do better than that with ballpoint pen, and so I started to work on my technique to have the effect I want or the color I want, and enjoy the visual it gets. It's almost like a old school, kind of, comment on appelle ça, gravure. Je sais pas, I don't know how you say that in English, but it looks like old school, but with a little bit of new flair. And back then, there was not much ballpoint pen artist that's using color on the internet, so I said, maybe it's, I could be the guy that's doing that. But being the guy that's doing that, since then, there is a lot of great ballpoint pen artists now on the internet, so I'm just one of them now. But I didn't find somebody that do illustration, color illustration, the way I do with ballpoint pen. Usually it's more like copying a picture greatly, but it's just a copy of the picture. Creating something with ballpoint pen can be scary. Yeah, I mean, I can't say that, but if you say it, it's okay. But yeah, I feel like I can do anything with my ballpoint pen, so. For editorial purpose, it's great. To keep it for, many years, maybe not. or you have to protect it, you know, under a UV glass and something like that, because, you know, the big enemy of the ballpoint pen have two enemies. You have the sun with the UV light and the acidity of your fingers that can change the color as well. That's why I'm trying to protect it as much as I can from the acidity of my skin, because I know that, you know, few of my drawing I made for editorial purpose, the color have changed dramatically, and doesn't really matter, because as soon as the drawing is finished, I scan it, and now that's the version, the version I need. But yeah, to keep it for many years, yeah, I'm not sure. That's why, you know, usually gallery don't really like ballpoint pen art, because they can't guarantee to their customers that it's gonna stay there forever. But yeah, it depends the quantity of ink that you put in there, and the quality as well of the pen. Color change maybe can also just be part of the process. Maybe you should get a pen company to create archival non-fading ballpoint pen. There are already being some black archival ballpoint pen in there, and I know, for, you know, because I tested that pilot, for example, and it sustained a good deal of UV light. But to find a company that do color, you know, that's something else. I mean, I do that since 2007, something like that. I'm doing ballpoint pen. Yeah, never found a company that sells ballpoint pen that seemed to be interested of my work, and, you know, trying to do something for artists. So I stopped, you know, asking around, because it just made me tired, and not understanding why they are not interested. Because I was saying, you know, I can promote those pen, and we can do like a nice artist like packaging, and, you know, having some good ballpoint pen art in there to, you know, to show what we can do, blah blah blah. No, never found anybody interested. But yeah, if a company out there wants to create ballpoint pen for artists, because they understood that that's something that has been around since I started, and I'm happy to see, you know, when I do comment on some great ballpoint pen artists nowadays, they seem happy to have a comment from me, because they started ballpoint pen because of what I was doing back in the day. I'm like, oh, that's great. It's always nice to hear that. But ballpoint pen art was there before, but not, you know, the way it is now. I mean, you should try with a small, you know, a small drawing first. Don't be discouraged too fast, because yeah, there's something very boring even for me, is to have to do a big flat color. As you can imagine, you know, ballpoint pen loves details, and as soon as you have to do like a big blue sky, for example, it's a nightmare, because, you know, if you put too much pressure, or you have a smudge that come along or something, and your sky is ruined. So it's could be scary. So that's why I tend to do like big clouds and stuff like that in my skies, because I don't really like just blue sky. It's boring first, and then it's very boring to draw. Désolé, hein, ça papote en anglais un petit peu. Can you fix mistakes? Yeah, you can use small mistakes. You can like a merge or something, or even a line that is not where you're supposed to be, or even you can add. I have this white Posca there, like it's acrylic paint in there, so I can use it to correct a little mistakes here and there, or if I forget to add something in there, a little detail, or I want to raise a line, or I change my mind a little bit. Not major, major thing, but small thing. You can cover that with a white Posca and then come back to it. You can paint over it. The only problem with it is that the ink that's gonna go over the Posca is gonna become shiny. So you will see that with a reflection of the light on your picture. So you have some spot in here and there that's gonna be shiny, and that's where the Posca was. So the best way is not to knead it, but if you mess it up, it's better to have a little bit of shyness on your drawing. But you can, I even often mix medium as well. I put a little bit of colored pencil in there, and I like the mixity of ballpoint pen and colored pencil, because they go very well together. And for very small detail, I have my ballpoint pen. For large, smooth area, I have the colored pencil. So yeah, them together, they work pretty well, I found. No, speaking of protection, the ballpoint pen art, do you varnish it? I wonder if you spray with a UV no, it doesn't allow. First is gonna change the color, because it's alcohol based, and it's gonna mess up your drawing. And second, it doesn't protect it. I tried it. I did. I remember I had a little teddy bear in there, and so I varnish half of it, and I put it on the window for a week or two, and so yeah, the half of the ink vanish in the sun, and all the drawing vanish the same way. But There is a solution in there. You just have to frame it and to have a UV protecting glass in there. So that's seem to work. So you put a glass in there and the light doesn't go, the UV doesn't go through. And that's tend to protect your drawing. The best way is not to hang the drawing, in front of the sun. That's the best way of preventing any disappearance of the drawing. So it's best to put it somewhere there is too much light hitting the wall. And if on top of that you have it behind the UV glass, that could do the trick. But you still have to deal with the acidity of your finger. So the best way is to wear gloves, because even sometimes I'm just touching the cards to hold it, and that could be enough to put some stuff in there. So I don't really mind, because like I say, I'm gonna scan that, and that's what I'm gonna use for the cards. But if I have a customer that pay a good deal of money to have his portrait done with ballpoint pen, it's best to wear like a reed glove, so you're not touching at all. The skin doesn't touch the drawing at all. So you look fancy, but it's really useful. Hey Barlow, salut. Yeah. Because you'd like watercolor, for example, doesn't really like the sun at all, and acrylic painting and even oil. If they say on castle and stuff like that, don't use the flash for the painting, there is a reason, because even the flash can disturb the light, the colors. But yeah, it's not new that above all, ballpoint pen is like a vampire in front of the sun. You put a drawing on the windows and you leave it there for a month, and you see that so that's a good way to test your ballpoint pen, actually, if you want to know which one you want to use. For example, if you do only like black ballpoint pen, I know I will do with this one, because I know this one is not too bad with the sun. So use the pen that is more resistant, and that's what would be already something. Yeah, that's why I always wear gloves when I draw. Some people think it's it's stupid, because those kind of gloves are supposed to be for digital artists. Yeah, I know, but don't worry, I know my stuff. You know that I have somebody from the US that bought one of my card game. I'm sure it's because of because of you somehow. Because I don't have a lot of US fan out there, so yeah, somehow I'm sure you're involved. Yeah, because that means that somebody was okay with paying 22 euros to get a 17 euros card game. I was like, wow, it's even 24 euro now, because get like more and more expensive year after year. So 24 euro to get a 17 euro game, that's, you're like, okay, so that she really wants that game. Oh yeah? But it's always stressful. It's always stressful for me to send this to the rest of the world outside Europe, because the post office is kind of weird, asking you very weird question and asking you if you want the game back if it doesn't, if it's nobody is there. You're like, yeah, because I have to pay to get it back. Yeah, all right. So yeah, no, of it, because I'm like, yeah, it's just a card game in there, so I'm gonna pay more to get it back than to consider it lost. So yeah, I'm happy when customer send me a message saying I got the game. Like, oof. If you could find a way to get your game in USA store, and you think it will be, it will do. Yeah, you think so? If I wasn't so broke, I'd buy one by being lazy. So many awesome artists on Twitch. I wish I could support though. Yeah, thank you for your support anyway. But yeah, it's not always easy for us artists. I have a lady of the Red Cross in front of the store today. To give me a flyer for to give some food when I get out, and I'm like, no thanks. And she's like, yeah, it's for the people that don't really have the money to buy food. I'm like, yeah, that I'm that's what I'm trying to do for my family already, so I'm fine, thank you. So usually in the first stream I'm trying to make sure that I finish with the good lightness of my subject, because all the head from my card collection, you have a real person behind the head of that card. So by the way, if you want to play one of those cards, you just tell me, and because it's free, I can use your face freely for this card, and in exchange you got the original drawing of that card, and you can play, you know, what is available. So right now the casting of the third game is open for next year, because it's gonna be 10 games in total for the collection. People sign up, but right now they can sign up on my Discord or on Aldwarone's Facebook, and they have to, because yeah, the third game is the Crazy 8 game. So I don't know if you know the Uno game. Mattel used the mechanic of the Crazy 8 to do Uno, and I'm gonna do the same. I'm gonna use the mechanic of the Crazy 8 to do a kind of Uno, but we are in war. And so the dwarves, the elves, the Celtics, and the barbarians is gonna be there, and this game is gonna bring all the numbers of the cards. So the faces are in the second game, and the numbers of those races are in the third game. And so the guys will be at war. And so on the cards you'll get warriors on their own, or 2 warriors or 3 warriors, depending of which card. So it's a good way of posing with friends on the same cards. So you can be elves or dwarves or Celtics, but later on we'll have vampire as well. So if you're more like want to play a vampire, you can wait for the 6th game and be a vampire. Well, we're gonna wait for that. Be interested? What you did with the original cards? But that's the original cards go back to the owner of the face. The only cards that I don't have owners is the numbers of the first deck, because it's just object to run, illustrating the actual race. Those cards are on sale. So if you like some of the cards that are over my head, but not the heads, but the other ones, yeah, they are on sale on my blog. Oh, ça fait beaucoup d'anglais là. Alors je me repose après. I know it won't be right now, but I can give you a link of my blog. Where the drawings, where you can see which drawing is available. Donc oui, si vous êtes intéressé pour acheter les dessins originaux qui sont en train de tourner au-dessus de ma tête, Je vous donne un lien pour que vous puissiez voir ceux qui sont encore disponibles. Hop. There you go. So that's all the drawings that's still available for purchase from the first game. Donc si vous êtes intéressé pour acheter l'un des dessins qui ont servi à faire le premier jeu, voilà un lien vers la page. Donc après vous avez juste à m'envoyer un mail pour me dire que vous êtes intéressé par ce jeu là, je vous envoie un lien PayPal et puis here we go. Also though, if you submit post in my Discord and let people know where they can submit photo for the next deck, I will let people know about this tomorrow on Artshare. Okay. Maybe what I will do is when my king will be done, I will post it on the Artshare and talk about the project. A little bit more. So I don't want to arrive like that and with nothing to show. So I will show the last one I did, that king. Yeah, I'm very happy because I have very good response. A good response with this card game. Already sold like 116 of them without doing any effort of selling them. Just, yeah, people randomly see my drawings and click on the button to buy the game. So the game is not on stores or anything, it's just, yeah, I didn't start the process. I know it's gonna be on Philibert one of those days, because Philibert, I am on talk with Philibert to have the game in there, so it's gonna be done. Just they are creating my store right now, and they are the one that came to me to know if I want to sell the game on their store. I'm like, oh sure. Je vous laisse, il faut que je parte à la pharmacie. Des bisous. À plus tard. Merde, j'ai raté ça. If you put this on Kickstarter, you will make a lot of money. I don't know about that, but no, what I did is I did a pre-sale, and I felt it will be enough to credit the whole thing, and that was the case. I was just missing like 200 euro, so I was able to put that out of my pocket, but I did not have to pay a platform a good deal of money to thank them to hold the Kickstarter. You see what I mean? I was like thinking that I could do that on my own. don't really need, and yeah, that, and I guess, year after year, card, set after set, more and more people will be interested to buy it, to one, continue the collection, two, because now they are on the game, and so they're gonna buy one or two for them or the family, because they are their faces on it. You know what I mean? And so I guess I will gather more and more people around that project year after year. Just have to be consistent and make sure that I keep going. But I don't see why I won't keep going, because it's very fun to draw, and people really hype for the project, especially because it's a collection and all the sets can be exchangeable. So that's what people seem to enjoy the most. It's to know that all those cards goes together. It's from the same collection, the same universe, telling tale about Aldwarone and stuff like that. It's not just a card game. It's an old universe that and you buy 54 pieces of art actually. So it's handmade. Most of people that bought it, saw me draw the cards. They love the lore. Yeah. But I have to, translate those cards, because I already made four stories with the kings, but I didn't translate it in English yet, so maybe I should do that. But I was thinking, maybe for once we can have a good French game that made for French first, with French sign on the cards. There's no jack, there is no queen. It's the way we call them in French. So why not in French? But they are in French already. And I know when I will finish the collection, I plan to do a big codex, a big book about all the stories I told from those years, with all the cards in there, with more, nice illustration as well. And everything will be on the book, but it will be in the end to conclude that collection. Putain, il est 11h30. It's gonna be time to go already, because I have a lot of stuff to do aujourd'hui. Ça va déjà être l'heure. C'est passé trop vite. Yeah.
C'est l'or.
That's the time.
Il est l'or.
Merci Manu.
L'or de se réveiller. Monseigneur, il est 8h. Oui.
See? I have a nice community that tell me when to stop. Okay, so we have a face. It's not complete yet, but at least I see that it looks like the guy. So that's the picture I got from Corsia for the king. So he sent me, il m'a envoyé plusieurs photos. He sent me, few pictures. This one I like the best, so that's the one I used. And that's what it looks like now. You have hair. J'ai pas entendu beaucoup la gomme aujourd'hui là. C'est bien plus silencieux la gomme. Ah ouais, je sais ce qui arrive là. Yeah, I wanted to have a handsome king. That's and a little bit pretentious as well in his way of standing. Okay, that's a picture for the miniature. Alright. J'ai été sage, c'est bien, t'as été sage. C'est parce que je parle en anglais, c'est pour ça? Ah, bon allez, bonne journée tout le monde. On va quand même faire un petit raid. Si vous voulez rester juste un tout petit peu pour qu'il y ait un petit peu de monde dans le raid, ce serait cool. Je pense pas que je vais faire de générique de fin, on n'a pas le temps. On va regarder qui c'est qui bosse. On a la pistachette qui bosse. On a François. On va peut-être aller revoir François, voir où il en est avec son cow-boy. À moins qu'il fasse autre chose aujourd'hui. Non, il est toujours en train de bosser sur son cow-boy. On va aller voir François qui bosse sur son cow-boy. Tac. Boum, boum, boum. Je vous envoie chez lui. Bon week-end tout le monde. Des gros bisous. Merci d'être passé ce matin. C'était court, mais bon, c'était bien. Kiss, kiss, Carole. So see you later. Have a good painting session. And yeah, je vois tout le monde lundi. À lundi. See you Monday. Bye bye. Bye bye.